Well, in 1993, you were performing, you were opening up for the Pharcyde.
Yes, June of
Toronto.
1993.
And what happened?
I got booed off stage for the very first time.
Okay, off stage.
Literally, I was like, oh, it was my fault. Like, I think about it all the time, and I'm like, I did every single thing wrong that night. I had like a baseball jersey made for me because, you know, it was the time of the baseball jerseys. Mary J. Blige was one of the two black guys won in the Real Love video, and everybody's rocking the baseball jersey. So I had a friend who was making shirts, and they made me a baseball jersey, and it said "Strictly Hip Hop" on it, and I wore, it was like a cream colored with red writing, and then I wore red jeans with it, and I tucked it in. I fucking tucked it in. You idiot, Russell.
Okay.
I tucked it in. That was my first problem. And then I just got booed off. And I deserved it. For sure.
Were people like throwing stuff at you?
No, they were just throwing verbal jabs at me. And I was,
get the hell off the stage.
You fucking suck.
You suck.
Yeah, fuck you. And I'm like... And I'm like, but wait, I got these jokes.
I got more jokes.
Like, I would have been in the crowd with you. I mean, you fucking loser.
Okay. That was
but
the
that's
first
good.
time.
It's your chin check moment in comedy.
Okay.
The first time you get booed off and how you handle it and how you felt when it happened. You can tell if somebody's really intimately involved with how they feel on stage by how they react to adverse times.
So, at that point, by what year did I say that was? That
93.
Was 93. That's 3 years into your career. 4 years into your career. Were you doing it full time at that point?
I mean, sort of. Yeah, I guess I was. I would do like work here and there, but I would, I was between that and DJing.
Okay.
So I'd DJ whatever. If I didn't have work, I would DJ a party or a club or a fucking wedding or an anniversary. I didn't give a shit. That's when you had to rent speakers too.
Mm-hmm. I remember. I used to DJ.
Yeah.
Okay. So at what point did the comedy start to support you?
I would say around late 94.
Okay.
It started to really pick up. And then by 95, I was doing it full time.
And what really changed in 94, 95?
I got an article in the Toronto Star. This writer came down. I remember his name, Henry Mankiewicz. Good Jewish Japanese guy. Henry Mankiewicz came down to see Kenny Robinson, who was headlining that night, and I was just featuring. And he saw me, and then he decided to write the article on me instead. And that's kind of what launched the eyes on me at that point.
Okay, and then you started getting more paid gigs?
Yeah, then I got invited to the Toronto Comedy Festival, the People's Comedy Festival. And I remember that article came out the day I was on the People's Comedy Festival, but it just so happened to be my birthday that day. So I remember it very clearly. And then from that article, I got offered a movie from this guy named Nicholas Campbell, who was an actor from Toronto. Very good actor, very successful actor too. He was, he played, I think he played JFK in a movie even once.
Okay, Booze Can, that was the movie.
Yeah, Booze Can was the movie. Yeah, I played Snake's friend.
Okay, Snake's friend, right. I'm looking at the Wikipedia page. It doesn't actually have a Wikipedia entry.
Yeah.
Must have not been a huge blockbuster.
No, it was a very underground movie. It was about underground booze cans in Toronto. And I think the movie ran out of money and a lot of people didn't get paid. And I know I did, but I was getting such minimal amounts it didn't matter if I got paid or not.
Okay. So then by this time, you're starting to get actual paid gigs and you're supporting yourself as a full-time comedian.
Right.
What happens next? What's the next kind of milestone after that?
Then in 95, I did my first comedy special.
Okay.
And it was the CBC in Canada used to do this series called Comics. And it was 22 minutes. It was a half an hour special, so you do 22 minutes. And but you would do skits in between as bumpers for the commercial breaks. Mm-hmm. So basically doing about 12, maybe around 15 minutes of stand-up, and then the rest is like sketches. And that was really well received. And then I got nominated for a Gemini Award, which is a Canadian Emmy. And I lost. But I remember this one comedy writer at the end of '95. Did his year in review for this. I think it was whatever the fucking magazine was called, some Toronto magazine, and this guy Andrew Clark, I think his name was, and he said, "Comics, the little show that could, trudged on with some real with some real highs, Mark Farrell, and some real lows, Russell Peters." And I was like, "You fucking asshole." I'm like, "Really, motherfucker?" And well, did any of those guys get nominated from that? No, I did, you cunt. So I was really pissed. I think I'm still holding a resentment towards the guy.
Okay.